Alright folks, welcome to P2 Collectibles and Consignment, and welcome to P2 Plays. Of course, for place where we play card games, video games, and miniature games, and welcome to another locals night here at P2 Collectibles. And welcome to a OTS 20 box tournament. So much. 13 people today, folks. 4 rounds of play as we begin with Gage with Evil Twin Sprites and Nathan with Ishizu Tearlaments. The new meta contender deck of the Tier 0 formats against, without a doubt, the question. So anyways, we're going to start with an activation of the planet here. The planet here, of course, being able to then resolve and shuffle effects upon the resolution of tiers. So it should be really fun. So anyways, of course, the first effect is we're going to go grab ourselves a tiers monster. A Tearlament monster, of course. Of course, being a Merly, Shirley, Rhino Har. It looks like we're going to be taking the Rhino Har to hand here. So we're going to have to kind of figure out how we can continue here. We're going to start with an instant fusion. So Nathan's going to pay 1,000 there. Again, we have yet to see the Ishizu cards just played, but these Ishizu cards are the new mill archetype. The new mill cards for the entirety of the archetype to support all of those good effects utilized by, of course, all Tearlament monsters. So anyways, 1,000 damage, of course, coming and off of Nathan, as it looks like they're getting everything set up and ready to go. But anyways, it looks like 𝐂𝐍𝐿 is going to come out on the instant fusion. So, anyways, we have a 𝐂𝐿 coming off the instant fusion. So we're going to ash the 𝐂𝐿 to stop its effects here. Ensuring that we can't, of course, get to that mill 5 for its. So now we're going to trigger the effect of Shirley pitching the beast. So we're going to then mill 3, and then on a new chain, the beast will then be triggering. So it looks like we did trigger the Merly. A Shirley is in there, and then a Merly as well. So it looks like he's not going for the Merlin. So it looks like he's going to go beasts with something else. So it doesn't look like he wants to go to a tiers monster. No, sorry, my camera's trying to figure out the focusing here, and I apologize for all those who are going to watch this afterwards as well. But anyways, we have the 2 Tearlament monsters going on out. There it goes. It's going to go into the little bird that gains 2,500 on attack deck. It's 2 people with the different attributes and different names, or different types and different attributes. I can't fully remember. So 𝐂𝐿 is going to hit the graveyard to bring out the Rhino Har, and then 𝐂𝐿's effect is going to then resolve to go for the mill 5, and then we're also going to go for Rhino Har, but it looks like Rhino Har is chain link 2, and 𝐂𝐿's grave effect will be chain link 1, the last of the But anyways, it looks like we sent, of course, the last major Tearlament name, and now we're going to mill 5. Here we've yet to see in the Ishizu card. Rhoda monsters. It looks like he did hit an Ishizu card. So it looks like, and that one I know for a fact is the double mill, and he's got the other. The trap card that's now going to allow him to search out a Tearlaments monster and add to his hand. So it looks like he's going to be adding the Merly to his hand, and then we're going to begin the next great milling engine here, and I believe this mills both players 5. So here we go for 5. Spright Starter, one of the Evil Twins, Dark Rule No More, I believe another one of the Evil Twins, or one of the sprites. Feather Duster, Called by the Grave, the spell card, it looks like. And it looks like we had a Fanthier, one of the other major ones. So I think a couple of couple Evil Twin cards went into Gage's graveyard there. Plus, of course, plus it looks like a couple of Sprite cards as well. So not great on Gage's mill. But then again, this is the deck that's always had a lot of questions on it for the nature of everything works because of how everything is. So now we have the Time Thief here. So now we have a set in the. Now we have a set middle. So we have a Gordon, the Time Thief. That is it. Standby phase. A card is going to get ripped off of top of Gage's top. It's going to look to be a trap. I believe that is. Monster is able to banish itself. Spells to draw, and I forget what trap is. So anyways, we're going to start off with a Sprite Pixie. So Redor is going to trigger here. It looks like he's just going to banish all these stuff, and that then gets to trigger the effects of both of these tier monsters. And then, oh right, the trap is actually a shovelback effect. So it's going to go on the top of the deck. So anyways, we're going to start with the Tearlament monster here. Omaha, surely, I have no idea anymore. One Tearlament monster is just going to be the only chaining response. Looks like we may have Bestial Magahorn. We might have one of the Bestial monsters coming on down here. Yes, the one that banishes away. So the Tearlament monster does not get to resolve since it needs to shuffle itself back into the graveyard. We're going to go Super Polys, Poly of the Super variety, as we remove both the Bestial monster and, well, the bird has to go too, unless he's summoning a one-time fusion monster. Nope, it looks like we are going to go the Apapelio itself here. So the fun put a plant monster that's able to put a counter on a monster, monster becomes level 1, and then its effects are negated as long as they have to put a plant counter on it. So it looks like we have a pitch of a monster. I believe it's one of the Bistrals. I'm not completely sure what that is, but I'm guessing it's going to be something that we're going to see. We pitched a monster to do what? I guess we pitched a monster to do something. I am not completely certain. Unless it has to come off the Bestial monster that went to a graveyard off the Super Poly. I can go check that out. But anyways, we have the Merely coming out here. And then we're going to start the mill of 3. Here we go. He's milled 2 of the tier names. He's milled another one of the little like ninjas, Fanfur, or Unicorn. So it looks like we're going to go Rhino Heart. So it looks like we're going to go for 3 that's going to summon Kaleidoscope here. Putting 3 back in the name. Yep, there is good old Kaleidoscope. And Kaleidoscope is going to resolve its effect here. So it looks like we're also going to be triggering the effect of the planet as well to shuffle back a card. So we have 1 target on the back row.
Which one is doing that?
So the planet is going to Chainlink 1, Kaleido, Chainlink 2, the planet. So it looks like that planet is going to be chaining here to the Dakamara. Woo! It's the trap of all traps, the Darimaka. So it looks like it's everything is going to be being put into defense position in itself. Yes, everything's going to get a good goal flip. So in a way, it's a great, interesting trap card. Basically flips all your opponent's monsters either face up into face up, face down defense or face up attack. So it looks like the only monster that's going to get flipped up is the Protoplant monster. The Kaleidoscope was not. Oh no, the Kaleidoscope does get to resolve itself. It still recognizes its effect. Ones get to be removed. It's not an effect that negates it.
Oh, sorry. You also it's 27 plus 5 because of the.
So yes. So basically, Gage has no more of a field left. All right, Bestial. All right, the Bestials. I believe the one he pitched was Bistio Drizzworm. But anyways, the one we saw that come out to the field was Bistio Xehanort. You can target one light or dark monster in graveyard banish, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. So basically, that's where it went after the. So Pelio's going to target the live twin here, stopping its effect of special summoning a live twin, and that looks like Gage is just going to scoop that up. You can't play through that. So Nathan is going to take the first win of the game. But Gage still has, of course, 2 more wins to take it back. 28, round 28. A little less than my timer. But I believe what he pitched was Bestial Darkwing, Bestial Durisworm. You target one light or dark monster and you banish and do special summon this card. This is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, target one special summon monster your opponent controls in the graveyard. Okay. Mega Hunt went up as well, if you know what that is. An interesting disclosure, interesting ability there. And wow, 2 super rares are already well over $10 a pop. Man, you gotta love it when super rares. 2 super rares are well up there. But anyways, what our other guy does, he also acts as a Surion, also acts as a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. I think all the Bestials act like that. This card sends to the graveyard, you can send 1 Bestial monster or brand display trap card from your deck to your hand except Bestial Xehanort. Okay, so that's how the Bestial monster, of course, got sent to the graveyard. So that's pretty cool, nonetheless. But yeah, it's very interesting how some of the Mega Hunt and Drizzworm are both already sitting at well over. Bestial is almost $15 a pop, and Drizzworm is right under $10 a pop. So really impressive just how expensive those are, and they're both super rares from the same. All the Bestial stuff is all from Darkwing Blast. So that's, of course, every deck is now taking them in again a lot to hit the Ishizu tier matchups. A lot to hit for the Ishizu tier matchups that we, of course, have running all over the place in the current meta. Of course, it is the tier 0 deck of the format. Can't really escape it. And of course, in February, when it gets all its new photon-like monster support, tiers are definitely not going anywhere. So I know people wanted to hit them on the ban list. If you haven't seen Mama Dragon's TCG does have my ban list discussion on it, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But they're not going to hit the golden goose that Tearlaments right now is. It's selling sets, it's selling cards, it's making money. And Konami is a business after all. So anyways, here we go. We're going to start off with the Evil Twin Sunny, the Sunny card, the spell card that searches out an Evil Twin. That's how we're going to call it. I don't know all these cards by name because I am not that dedicated to learning every single card of this massive card game. But anyways, we're going to start with the Evil Twin Leela. That's not Leela. Whatever the other one is. Here comes Leela. whoever the other evil twin girl is before they all become their puff idol. So I think, yeah, they're actually going to get, I think, some either getting more support or they are getting re-arts of some of their cards, which is pretty neat. Even though I don't think the deck is very good right now in current formats, unless you shove it into the Spright engine. But anyways, here we go for Dagda. Okay, we're going to go Dagda. Very interesting. So anyways, we have artifact site, artifact. So we're going to chain the Dagda to the Monster Reborn. So we're going to be setting probably the site that causes a scythe lock, which is very interesting. I think it's a while since we've actually seen a scythe lock. The problem is, again, Gage is going to have to hop the scythe now that Nathan's going to know that it's going to be there on the field. There, of course, it is. So it's going to be very interesting. So Lila La is coming out. This is very interesting. Exactly what is his plan here to pop that scythe? I don't have never seen any way for the Evil Twin engine or any way for the Evil Twin deck to actually have the ability to pop its own back row. So anyways, we're gonna turn those two probably into one of the Evil Twins themselves. Oh no, Skeely's the other one. Anyway, Lila La's Evil Twin Lila La is going to bring out Skeely, and then Evil Twin Lila La will come out, and Evil Twin Lila La will then target Evil Twin. Evil Twin Skeely is going to target Evil Twin Lila La. So my question is still just, like, how do you pop a scythe in... That's really it? He's not triggering the effect of Evil Twin Skeely. He's not going to go the Triple Sunny? Interesting here as we go for an instant fusion. So he's going to chain here the Lila La. Interesting. So here we go for Lila La. So Lila, and then on a new chain. So we had to, so now we're gonna have that resolve, and then Lila La and Evil Twin Skeely will both trigger there. I believe they will be able to trigger both their effects. Or at least no, Evil Twin Lila La will be able to trigger her effect. So basically, it's Burn who's going to come here from the trap. Lila La is going to go pop. Okay, so that's how he does. He's going to trigger the Lila La, and so it looks like he's going to chain Super Poly, pitching one of the Ishizu cards.
He discards. Super Poly discards.
Yeah.
It does make.
All right, so apologies all of there. We had I had to step out to answer this dread call. There was a question about the Ishizu monster triggering, but again, nothing could change to Super Poly per Super Poly's effect. So even though you pitch the monster as a cost, Super Poly does dictate it. So in a ways, so it looks like we have.
No, because it passed priority. Yep, and I'll pay for Dora.
So anyways, we have, of course, now the scythe is going to be coming. So it looks like, no, scythe was chainlink 1, the guy is chainlink 2. It's going to be quickly banished out of the graveyard. Quickly removed out of the graveyard, so it does not resolve to scythe, bring out a scythe to the field. So anyways, now we have, of course, the planet starting off here. Of course, Gage will be up 200 life points due to the. So it should be very interesting now. So it's going to be very interesting. I mean, Gage is up by 200 life. That's going to really matter here, as of course the Predaplant monster will be swinging in here for damage. So, and of course, we've already resolved everything. So the planet, of course, the planet upon activation does have to go here for the search that is mandatory upon active. I believe it's a you can probably most cards. Most cards are. So anyways, now we're going to go normal summon the Rhinoheart. Rhinoheart's now going to pitch a Tearlament to the graveyard, so they can go for its effect here. So it looks like we're going to stop that with a good old Ash Blossom. Gotta love it. Gotta love them Ash. But no, actually, apologies. It actually looks like the one guy, actually, the Ishizu card actually should go back the Scythe and cards. Alright, so here we go. So basically, apologies, I had to run off to answer a quick old judge call. So it looks like we had the Lila Law coming out, the live twin Lila Law, but of course getting negated by the Paleo is not going to help anything. The surely is going to be. So here it comes, good old Shirley down to the field. Now we're going to, of course, begin the one and only mill. Here we go.
Do you mind if I borrow this?
So anyways, it looks like nothing really major got milled there, but it did look like one of the trap cards that did get milled out. So we will now be going through the search here. Oh, man, I love it. But anyways, we're going to grab the other. No, he played Merly. Okay, so he's played Merly. Right, Merly can come out of the hand. Well, no, he must either normal summoned. I don't, or yeah, I think the Merly was normal. I don't know. I have no idea. But surely I think when his hand, I have no idea half of the Tearlament monster names. Surely, Merely, Rhino, Heart. I forget who the last one is. So it's going to be very interesting. I don't think Gage is going to make it out of this. I mean, so here we go for 2. We're going to make Elf, and then that's going to allow then the trigger of both of those Tearlament monsters. So no, it looks like we're just going to go elf here, elf to bring back the Merly, and then Merly elf. So it looks like they didn't decide to use. Oh wait, no, strangely didn't decide to go use their fusion effects. So now we have triple barrel coming on, triple attack or triple barrel coming on down to the field, and now we're gonna go Shirey to pop off the 1. So it looks like Gage is going to, whether or not he wants to chain that call by the grave, we know it's a call. No, it looks like he's going to let that go into the deck off the triple barrel. Or the rocket monster there. Or whatever it is. But anyways, we had the Shirley now triggering here. Going with the Kaleido Heart. To get, of course, fusion off. And of course, then after this will trigger, the planet gets to then trigger. Kaleidoscope coming on down to the field. I am pretty sure Gage is not going to be able to take the win here. So here we go for, I guess he's just going, well, I mean, the plan I know for a fact is the win effect. So it looks like Lilala goes out, and of course, swing with both of these guys. And it looks like Nathan's going to be taking the win.